Home, originally uploaded June 9th, 2023, is Merge Drone's 5th episode. In it, Uzi hacks the drones to figure out what happened in the past. Shenanigans ensue. The episode opens with a VHS tape from the last episode showing the proper way to dispose of the worker drones, making sure to do a hard clean before disposing them, and of course people ignore this and just leave them in landfills, inevitably leading to some still being online just to sit there and rot. Some people would say, oh, no way, people are not that disgusting, and nope, no, absolutely, people are gross. Then we cut to the mansion from episode 2, where all the drones are offline. Except for N, who's reading about dogs. The trio were supposed to draw themselves as lizards, but Jay is way too much of a weeb to do that. But some cosmic force is trying to tell N something. Ignoring that, one of the cyberbugs leads us to finally meeting Sin. She's been set up since the absolute beginning of the show, and they kind of just immediately give away that she's involved with the solver, even with the same way of talking and voice.
Big brother, and perhaps you'd like to attend the gala with me. Light sip.
And isn't really sure about that because they don't have robot civil rights yet.
Climbing. Crisscross applesauce. Am I not wanted?
Some more cosmic hints where to go, but we're gonna ignore that for now.
Don't give me those eyes.
Giggle. I am so naughty. The flesh demands invitation.
And settles and says they're gonna try, and if not, plan B, they're gonna watch Hotel for Dogs. The humans are still shadow people, and they treat the drones exactly how you would think. Tessa's not comfortable talking to people, so she makes Jay roleplay as Oliver Cromwell. But N is the favorite, but Sin isn't because she's supposed to be in her timeout basement. And N sees someone's gamer tag. Tessa's mom is a Karen, revealing that Tessa's middle name is James, and she wants these landfill drones out of here. Especially that creepy one that has a face when there's lightning strikes. Sin's a little bit autistic and honest, so she tells it like it is, so N takes the fall, getting Prometheus outside. But when the crows peck at him too much, he remembers that gamer tag. And saying it makes Uzi appear as a crow.
It happens.
Of course that's her gamer tag. Tessa is literally chained to her room. Jay on a rocking horse and Sin playing with dolls is adorable. But Sin makes up for this by traumatizing the other two by using her solver powers to become that thing from 9. Saying don't throw away us and we won't throw away you, even though Tessa didn't want to throw away the drones. So President Uzi is hacking Present V and N because their memories are fading, and that's why she's interacting with past N. They have to go to the basement for the library, but when they get to the library, it's all torn up by V, with her skeleton hanging out in the back. But the rest of her is offline, standing on the cellar. But of course there's a key that Jay has, but she's busy trying to free Tessa. Also, V goes online, and she has like a old god fleshy claw. Uzi lays an egg. The other two are stealthing and looking for weapons, the comically old-timey sword and an old-timey pistol with text on it that looks like I put it there and shouldn't be in the actual show. It is pretty cool, though. Switching weapons and meeting up with the others. They get informed about this situation, so Tessa and Jay are going to stay behind and fight V. Also, V used to be in a coma and did something with her. You can do with that information what you want.
What a bounding hop to ruffle!
Because you are Australian.
This is often cited as the worst joke in all of Murder Drones, and it's kind of silly, but I really wouldn't say it's that bad. Walking past some Halloween decorations and finding Sin in the basement, singing a Danny Elfman song. But before they can do anything, Uzi hacks Sin and takes over because Solver, and it's revealed, yes indeed, the murder drones are worker drones that were horrifically experimented on by Sin. So Sin purposely cut the feet off of J and V and then bulked out N's legs. And I'm guessing all the other drones at the gala were also turned into murder drones and maybe also the nearby landfill. So you can have your murder drone OC actually be a disassembly drone. In the present, Uzi wakes up because Doll is near. So past N gets captured by Sin, who's gonna file delete all these memories.
Son of a... Come on. Solver of the absolute fabric. Get a grip.
But then Sin number 2, I guess, is at the gala. Jay and Tessa are here to stop her.
Tessa, remember, you didn't have to. You didn't have to.
Killing the lights, taking over all the drones including Jay. Sin takes out everyone else in the gala.
You didn't have to see this.
Uzi and Doll are having a force battle over the texting bug. Also, Doll has an eye patch, despite having solver powers that could fix her visor. And it's in the shape of a button, because why not? But Uzi lets her just have the bug so she can continue to hack. V is rescued by the power of friendship, glasses, and golden retrievers. But before Sin can commit lobotomy on N, Uzi takes control again, and the memories are saved. V is angry and embarrassed that Uzi was in her head. This is where you get the gift of Uzi pressing her fingers together like a villain. Chainsaw. Doll teleports to the cabin from last episode, and it turns out that she's working with Tessa and Jay. And the other three somehow knew where Doll is and flew there really quickly. This is often regarded as the worst episode of Murder Drones. It might just be, but I honestly didn't have a bad time with this episode. The music, animation, and action are all amazing, as always. Sin can be really adorable. It continues the story in a major way, and it is interesting seeing more of the past. But I will give it that Uzi interacting with the memories is kind of weird. And despite V being the one that remembers the most, she ends up not really doing that much in the episode. Maybe it was more straightforward of Uzi as a phantom, like watching the past. She knows how to swap bodies, so maybe she swapped into V to figure out what happened in the past. I know the gala is important, but I kind of wish they showed at least the day before it to give a feel of what the average day around the manor is. Maybe showing Uzi being a little jealous of N and V, and N and Sin, and N and Tessa. It's so far the lowest viewed episode, and a lot of people say it is the worst, but honestly, I really don't hate it. 7 out of 10. But make sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button for more.